Hello, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a run over what's been happening and why haven't I been posting. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, hit the notification button, let's get into it. Alright, so long story short, I took the car for a drive. Got pretty much halfway and the car started making a noise. I think I blew the engine. Took it home. A few days later, I booked in for a mechanic. Got them to check it out. Turns out the engine's perfectly fine. There's no head gasket issue, nothing. So I literally did the head top, not the actual mid section, but like the rocker covers. I had a look through there. They looked alright. Didn't really see much an issue. Put it back on, and yeah, happy days. Turns out I actually did my AC compressor. So basically the clutch came off and the bearings made a loud winding sound. The pulley itself's also done, so that's going to be replaced. So then got that done, so I drove a bit, took it to an auto electrician, and yeah, that's where things after that went downhill. So I definitely needed that replaced and regassed and everything. So that'll come in the next few weeks. So that'll be a long journey for that. So I can just give you guys a show. Not show, but I'll just give you guys a look. So I don't know if you guys can see, but yeah, basically the AC compressor, well, you guys can just make it out, but the AC compressor lines, copper wire went through it. So yeah, so basically, long story short, my belt actually snapped on me while driving home, and basically limped it home. Didn't blow the engine, thank God, because I took breaks every now and then. Took us a bit to get home, but we got home. So we're just sitting here as we speak. So that's the plan. We pretty much found out that was the issue and it's going to cost me a lot of money. However, I'm not too overly worried about driving this for a few weeks because, it is quite cold and I don't usually like to go out in the cold. But I will tell you guys plans for this car, and I have lined this up. So we've got this to replace. As you can see, I've been asked why did I zip tie that, and it looks ugly and all that. It's really a temporary fix. There's nothing really much I would like to say on it. But this front bumper will be replaced. I'll be putting an Evo 10 front bumper on it. I am looking at the moment. I don't know. Can't make my mind up which one I want. So I'm swinging towards just a standard Varus, Evo 10 body kit, or getting a Varus body kit, just for like the side skirts and the front, and possibly the bonnet. That's about it. So I've already got my lights, the VLANs. I've actually worked hard for that. They weren't cheap either, but they were plug and play. They were that simple. I actually didn't need an auto electrician to do them for me. So yeah, so we're running the wiring at the fuse. I don't really like how it's hanging out. Like, I wish I could cut a hole and just put it in nicely so it can close, but that's not a big issue. So I've done a fair bit of work on this. I actually cleaned the oil out, did a whole bunch of stuff to this car, basically to get it back to normal running spec. So it hasn't ran since I, tried to reverse it out and I kind of stopped it. So I had to push it back up that driveway. So yeah, this is where we are. So yeah, so I'll give you guys a bit of a look through. So as you guys can see, I've also got plans for the interior. The seats are also going to go. So the idea is to get Recaro Evo 10 seats. probably an Evo 10 steering wheel eventually. Maybe a head unit to get rid of the center here. I don't know if it can be replaced. I got told it can, but I don't know exactly how true that is. Because there's a lot involved and I'm not going to touch that. Like, I probably just pressure wash the seats. As you can see, they look muddy and just, like, I reckon there's like dirt, food stains and mud maybe in through it. Yeah. But other than that, she runs, but needs work. Now, I do have features, and I reckon I can get the features for the Rally Art all-wheel drive system and all that, or Evo, because I found out there's a Rally Art version of the Sportback, and they have that option here. And I believe the Evos had the button here, like there was buttons here or something, or on here. I don't know, but that's what I've figured. But all I know is the Evos had the all-wheel drive system here, and the Rally Arts. So whether I could be wrong, who knows? But I don't know. So yeah, I actually got scared for a bit, thinking I blew the engine, but you know, I didn't. Show you guys my exhaust. I found out it's not actually a, like, it's more like a standard exhaust, but you guys can see probably further down there's a hot dog system. So I don't have a muffler, just a catalytic converter. And those are resonators. So yeah, there's a lot that I want to do, but at the moment funds are really not on the side of me. So one step at a time. Originally plan was to get a bumper, but I got to set back and get myself an AC compressor. So 6 weeks from now. But yeah, that's all I can think of that needs done. I've been asked if I'm going to ever turbocharge this thing. I don't know at this point. A lot needs to be put into this car, and yeah, it's just not possible. And I've been asked also why haven't I been going to car meets, because I've been kind of taking a break. Not real overly happy about it, but it's what it is. I've decided to stick to one meet, and that's probably the only meet I'll go to. But at the moment, I've got a bit of a journey. So now I also have plans to get rid of this, put a cold air intake. Mind you, I've also got to keep that. I've got to find one that will actually fit the map sensor to run through it. And probably maybe an aftermarket ECU so I can like tune it a bit. Other than that, there's nothing really exciting. I also did go to Wreckers and replace my reservoir because I found out there was a lot of oil from the previous owner. They actually mistakenly put oil through the cooling system, and it kind of ruined stuff, and that's probably explains why there was a lot of gunk and stuff in there, and also a mixture of the wrong oils which caused sludge. So I cleaned that out and it came out really nice. Yeah, I also got that as well, which was not a bad find. I actually found one sitting on top of the engine, so I just like, screw it, I'm taking that, and I'm taking that. I'm told I can probably get an AC compressor from the Wreckers, but I don't know. I'm swinging towards doing it professional because I've never actually dealt with the pressuring system for the AC compressor, because I heard that it's very poisonous and you can potentially die from it, or get very sick from it. I will need also new terminals, so once I do that, I'm going to have to figure out, like, as you can see, this is very old and crusty, so I'm going to need new terminals. Need to figure out how I'm going to undo those, because they're very old and crusty, unless I get something like a brush or something, which I don't want to really do because I know that it's going to spark. I mean, it shouldn't matter if I turn it off and just disconnect it, but I do not trust anything like that. But yeah, like it's held in, like it's not going anywhere, but it's strapped on, as you can see. Yeah. So yeah, not a bad option. So that's where I'm at, and it does need clean. There's a little dirt. Now I've been told a lot about certain companies. I got told if I want to do an exhaust system for the car, I want to get a Tomei. So I'll go with a Tomei exhaust. Probably run that through depending on circumstances. I don't know if I want to run it with the hot dog system or just run it with the muffler back on it. I like the sound of it with the no muffler. I got a catalytic converter, but I need that. I don't want to straight pipe it fully. So I'm going to say it's technically straight piped, except it's not as loud as what it should. Because it is loud, but it's not loud. But yeah. Then I reckon I could get a 4V11T. Put that in. There's room for a turbo, but like to run intake system, because I reckon it'll run through here. Battery will have to be relocated to the back. I don't know if I want to do that. I want to just keep it like that. However, it's a better option to do it at the back because then I'll have more room. So, but yeah, that's where I'm at with that. Just planning stuff out. It's not going to be done all in one hit. It'll be done over the period of time. But yeah. I've also got asked when will I ever go back to the car meets as well. At this stage, probably in the next 6 weeks. Maybe 7 weeks, depending. At the moment, I'm not really in any hurry to go back because, then again, I've got other stuff to do with this. So, once I've done that, I'm probably just going to go, right, well, it is what it is. Time to figure a way. So, but it's done. It does its job at least. I will need to give it another wash as it's getting dirty. Since I last washed it, actually does look not too bad. But yeah. Also, if you guys have any ideas where I can get tail lights from, let me know, because these are cracked and I need new ones. Because the previous owner spray painted them black with a tint, and I can barely see my reverse lights. When someone else reverses it, I can't see it. So yeah. But yeah, that's where we're at. Unfortunately, there's nothing else. These I can't find any in good nick. So there was a pair in the wreckers, but they were smashed up. Wheels, I'll leave that to my own preference, what I want. I really don't particularly want to go very expensive wheels. I just want to go cheap. I don't care what you guys think, because if you guys say, I know what you guys will say, why don't you go and get the proper ones, don't get the off-branded ones, they're crap. Yeah, well, they may be nice to have, but I prefer to have a cheaper option than have to spend so much money. Because tyres alone, they're about $600. So the rims themselves will probably be like maybe $2-3 grand. So, and I've seen some for like $300. I can get them in a set for maybe the same price anyway. Cheaper option. So, I can probably either go to the Reckons and get rims with tyres, but I'm not really wanting to risk that time. So, yeah. That's where we're at. So yeah, I'd like to now let you guys go with this. If you guys do have any questions, just comment below. I will try and get back to you guys as quick as possible. But as you guys have seen, I'm pretty busy with the car. Nothing really has changed. So at this stage, once the car is back on the road, I probably will go to a car meet, but it won't be for a very while. Give it 6, 7, 8 weeks roughly. Because yeah, got other things to deal with. I will keep probably you guys up to date. What I'll do, I'll probably get parts along the way. But yeah, eventually we'll get there. We'll cross that bridge when we get to that part. Right now it is quite disappointing with the AC compressor the way it is, but you know, it's parts. Parts are going to wear out over time, and it's about 15, 16-year-old car, so it's to be expected. So this is a reminder, guys, always keep your cars up to date with your servicing. Never leave them for too long, and otherwise you'll find out the hard way. But unfortunately, I bought this off a previous owner that I didn't know the condition of. Did I buy a lemon? No. I actually bought a car that probably had minor issues. Yeah, sure, there's like cuts and stuff missing, you know. Like you can see where the parts are missing from people's slice and stuff. Like the aircon compressor. It's missing the clutch. You got heated pipes that all need to be done. I'm not too worried about the heater because it's too bloody hot up here to worry about a heater. Even in the cold, it's still hot. So yes, it is winter and I'm wearing a jumper and I'm sweating. This is the North Queensland weather. But yeah, let me know what companies in Australia sell Lancer parts. I do not know. I know AK Racing sells some, but apparently there's another one that does Lancers. I don't know what the name is. But yeah, we'll get there when we find out. Alright guys, hope you guys have a great one, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out. Bye bye.